Rise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for episode 4. I hope. Good. I'm glad. We're here for episode 4 of the Knights of Truth. I'm here to scare the shit out of Bob, and we're here to fuck shit up. So let's just do that. We're here with McLoken, we're here with Mythomatic, we're here with KW Frags, and we're here with Bob of Dice and Heroes. That being said, if you guys want to interact with this show specifically, check out the donation section down below for the Knights of Truth. And let's jump into things. Bob, take us away.
If I remember correctly, you guys broke into the general's house to try to question him. You discovered that there were robot bodies parts falling off of said bodies, and that they had a routine that they constantly kept doing it over and over again. You went upstairs. Myth stumbled into something, and you guys wound up killing the general. And how?
Accidentally, I believe.
I believe it was a first push of a sniper rifle, and the entire rifles.
Not so accidental. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you literally picked up the sniper rifle with your mind and threw it through his body.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to do it that hard, but I didn't know my own mental strength.
That's what she said.
Or how much damage he had taken and how much was left.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, volume. My volume?
Mass.
Hold on.
No, the volume's there. I can see it moving around.
Okay. So anyway, as you guys are now sitting around looking at the body, you hear the hammering of the door as people are stepping over it. As you guys are stepping
on, and then I put my hand down and I quickly try to hide. Actually, I don't. I scramble because there's people downstairs. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just make my way towards the window, where I came in.
Scout is opening the window.
Okay.
Yeah. No. No, go ahead. I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah. No. Nell is gonna creepily try to force his way out of the window as well.
Okay.
What does Nell look like again? I'm imagining John Waters.
Yeah, it's essentially he's lanky, creepy, no shirt.
Sweet. Yeah. All right. I was right. So yeah, a bald John Waters. Perfect. His weird mustache. All right.
Okay.
Hello.
So what's the marching order leaving this room?
The window first.
Is Deneen making his way to the window too? He has not said anything.
Yes, Deneen is going to the window, to the walls. Yeah, he is. What is happening as he's following you guys because you all look like you're leaving out of the window?
He doesn't look like someone who jumps out windows, does he?
No.
Okay, so he would Scott would look at you and he's like, "Don't scream." Then pick him up, put him over his shoulder, and then get to the window and then jump out.
This is terrifying.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Oh god.
Heads, I'm gonna DM intrusion. Tails, you guys are good.
I don't think Monty Cook wanted you to play the game like this, but that's fine.
Well, I'm for my own choice.
I'll ask him next time we hang out.
Yeah. Heads. So, I'm gonna DM intrusion.
Okay. XP, and I'll give one to Deneen because he's falling out the window with me.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So, this is what I'm gonna say. You can stumble to the ground, and you can fall, or you can steady yourself, take a couple more seconds to jump out the window, but the guards are gonna come upstairs and see you guys.
No, I'm gonna stumble. That's why I'm rushing because I have the jump.
You can also you can also deny it too. So.
Oh, I do. Do I not get the XP if I deny it?
You can spend your XP immediately to deny it.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stumble. I'm gonna do the stumble. and get out
Okay.
the window.
So I'm gonna need a difficulty 3 speed test from you guys. You are in fact on the 3rd floor, as this is where Myth climbed up from. So go ahead and give me your speed tests.
If you immediately deny an intrusion, can you still give 1 XP?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh.
I will. You need a speed from me. Sweet.
No. Just for these 2.
Would my jumping count as trained?
Yeah.
Okay. Speed test. Hold on. I gotta get the thing imaging.
So I'm being forcibly carried out of the window.
Correct.
What am I rolling for? Just so I know that the.
Yeah, and if you want to wing it to be something else as well, you're not talking yourself down off a ledge. As he's jumping, you guys are stumbling over the edge, trying to get out of here quickly. He's now going to drop you, and you're going to be free falling. With that being said, I need you to give me some type of roll to figure out what you're doing.
Cool. What's around us?
So in front of you, in the side of the building itself, the building is made out of wood, which is unnatural for this area. They are layered on top of each other, going down.
Weird design.
Yeah, I know, right? As you look across, you see what appears to be a metal spire that kind of sticks out and slightly curves. It looks as if one point it was an arch of some sort. Now below you is just dirt floor. You see crates and other things lined up across the walls and other makes match.
And how far away is this bendy metal boy that's happening? This archway?
I don't know. We'll say roughly about 50 feet.
Away from us?
Yeah. No, it's like it's another house. It's like someone made it out.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna fall. Hold on. Let me go ahead and roll speed for you. What's the difficulty?
3. Out on the ground, and you can hear. Did you just see something? What do you guys do?
Go away.
Clearly, where?
To the main guy that we have to report to.
Okay.
I don't know. I would look at Jacoby and be like,
yeah, we would head back to him. We would head back to the guy. Creighton?
It is now. So you're running back to the truth compound, correct? Compound truth?
yeah.
Compound truth. I like that. We're sticking with it. Cool. So you guys start making your way, weaving in and out through the city. And after maybe about 3 or 4 blocks, you feel a little bit more comfortable that you're not being chased or followed at this point. Nevertheless, as you rear the corner, you do see the compound ahead of you guys.
I slow my pace and then kind of just casually try to walk in.
Okay, is everyone else following suit?
I'm sorry. What are we doing right now?
We have to report. We have to report this.
Is there a plan to this? I'm pretty sure that you just shot a gun through the general. I can talk almost anyone into almost anything, but I don't think I can talk anyone out of killing us for that.
It was an accident.
Right, but it doesn't change the fact that he's still an actual general.
He tried to kill me.
Also, I don't think it was an accident. You were all attacking him.
He also staged the explosion.
Right, I understand that, but I don't think we have any proof of this.
There's the robot back at his house.
Right, that is swarming full of people that we ran away from, who I assume would be there because we killed the general, and if they work for him, we'll remove all traces of that robot.
But we're supposed to report the truth, and so we're going to report the truth.
Above all else.
Right, but
Above all
okay,
else.
I don't. Do you recall the moment when the general and the lady and the other guy got medals?
Yes.
From the Pope? The
Yes.
one we work for.
Yeah.
I think they're in this together, you see. And if we go to the temple where the Pope lives and tell him, hey, we think your general's a bad guy, and we shot a shotgun through his body.
A sniper.
A rifle, whatever. I don't think he's going to be a fan of it.
Look, we don't put all the details in there. We just know that he has a robot that does the same thing as the victim that we saw earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And the robot that we saw earlier was dragged into the temple that we're going into right now for interrogation.
Yes.
I think they're aware of it, and they might be the bad guys.
Do you have proof?
I have as much proof as we have that they're not bad guys, I guess.
Well, here's the proof. We go in there, we say what we found, and if they arrest us, we know they're the bad guys.
But then we're arrested. How does
No.
that help us?
No, we'll break out.
Yeah, you talk to machines.
What if it's not a robot guard? What
I'll
if it's just
punch
a
them.
regular door?
I'll punch them, and he'll put guns through them.
I will put guns through. Can we not talk about that? Please, just it didn't happen.
I feel like you didn't confidently do that.
I thought he's...
Fine, we'll play it your way. Wing it. See what happens. Let's go. Fine, whatever. I
Dude,
have no idea.
Christ, does your character actually look like that right now?
I feel
Yeah,
like
he's absolutely confused. He doesn't like the idea of going inside, and he's going to express this.
how's he going to express it? What's he going to say?
He's literally going to point at Deneen and go, "Sounds better."
Well, you two stay out here, and me and Jacoby will go inside. If we don't come back out, leave town.
Deal.
I don't see what the big deal is, though, because it's not going to happen. But yeah,
No, I'm going inside. I don't... There's an angry mob somewhere, and I don't want them to find me because I'm... Look at me. Let's be honest here.
okay.
Your pants are too
Well, look
tight.
at me.
My pants are perfect. What? Have you seen my ass? Look at it.
Well,
Look
you've
at
got
it.
scarves in the way. Oh.
Now look at it.
I see it.
Perfect. Thank you. It's great.
Okay, well, I'm going in.
Fine.
As you guys approach the gate, are you staying outside? No?
He's gonna follow them, but like far behind.
Yeah. As you approach, no, also keep in mind you did get a badge as well, by the way. I don't know if we discussed that yet. As you approach the gates, and I'm assuming you flash your badge of some sort, the gates just slowly starts to rise open, and you make your way inside. Who exactly are you heading towards in general?
I don't even know.
Well, we killed that guy. The in general. I'm going to.
That's fine.
Who was so? Well, there was Creighton. Was the guy I was. I was an apprentice for, I guess, at the time. So I'm going to go to that guy, but I don't know if that's the guy we reported to. I don't remember who he was, but I'm going to go to him because I knew it was a separate person.
Okay, cool.
He says as he tries to find his notes. No.
That's fine. So you head over to the man. As you guys are heading towards we'll say that you're heading towards the library.
So it was.
Who?
We killed Ulrich.
Yeah, you killed Ulrich. Yes. As you head to the library itself, you notice that the centurions that are usually standing outside are not there at this point. In fact, as you make your way closer in, you notice that they're inside, and they seem to have their spears trained at someone in the center of this room. The room in general, as it was last time, you notice the 4 pillars that sit in this massive overhead room. All of the walls themselves are covered from floor to roof with books, and every so often you'll see a book move from the pillar back to the wall. And on top of these pillars are these glass orbs filled with water, and then inside is someone is just standing there or sitting there with some type of electrical device on their head that seems to be connected to the column itself.
Cool. So they're like in a back to tank, but not healing for meditating.
Sure.
Cool. Sweet.
Is it Luke Skywalker?
It's Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Goku.
They're currently getting adamantium.
So the spears are trained at that.
They're trained in a person. I think I think that is just some. Sorry, was that something we just saw, and as well as the spears?
Yeah, those spears are normal. I was just re-describing the room for you, but yeah, you notice the Centurions have their spears pointed at someone in the center.
Okay, not the back to tanks.
No.
Okay. And we are. Is this the room that we're in, or is it we passing a room and we see the
This is the room at the end of the hallway, the one where you guys got your badges in the first place, where you first met, etc.
Sweet. As I approach, do I recognize the person that they are?
You do. You notice that he seems to be on the floor and low, and you thought maybe he was sitting down, but as you approach closer, there are a few steps that kind of lead down to this octagon shape. You notice that he just doesn't have a lower half, and on the floor next to him seems to be a metal body that's sparking, a few tentacles that are coming out of it.
Right. I remember you brought him up, and I don't. Pope, though, right?
No.
Is it the guy who gave us our
The guy who
assignment?
gave me the missive?
Yes.
Okay, no, thank you. All right, sweet. I'm gonna probably, I was probably like walking at a pretty brisk pace, and then I see this, I'm gonna just like stop and like through in a weird distorted fashion through the weird back to tank pillar.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Same or?
Yeah, I'm just following him. He seems to be in charge of the shit show.
Scout is standing there looking confused.
Nell was already hiding behind something.
Oh, okay. As you guys slip against the wall, and they don't seem to take notice of you, there's obviously bigger fish to fry going on there. You notice that a man familiar to you guys walks forward. The long white hair and white and gold vestments that seem to drop off him has his hands clasped together like so. And as he walks closer to him, he says, "Really, murder? That is how you choose to climb in the ranks of truth, to betray all that in which you have devoted your life to? No, I swear to God, I didn't." "Silence. Enough is enough. Guards, escort him to the chamber." The Centurions kind of one of the Centurions puts a spear away on his back and then walks up, grabs onto the scruff of his clothing, and what are you doing?
I'm raising my hand when you're done.
Okay. Joe?
Hi.
Oh,
I
just want to pretend to be.
Was the white hair guy the guy we met in episode 0?
Yes,
Okay. So Scout's that's the only person he knows.
correct.
Okay. I just wanted to know that.
Wait, for those of you who weren't here for episode 0, it is the guy, it's the NPC that we spoke to, like in Morrowind. Yes, it says here you were born under a certain sign. And
Yeah,
yeah, it's that
exactly
guy.
who he was.
it's literally exactly who he was.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Scout?
I think Scout, seeing that guy, would emerge from the wall and just like be present and just standing there like he was there the whole time.
Okay. He looks over and says, come in. And he gestures to you, Scout. And you notice that the Centurion now has the man, and he's kind of just holding him, but not over his shoulder. He's kind of just holding him up in the air as you
Hand on his shoulder, on his torso, on his shoulder.
yeah.
I feel like
And
a box.
Yeah. And then just
And
every
so-
step he takes kind of echoes. Go ahead.
Only 2 people in our party recognize that guy. Because me and
Maybe?
Denise weren't there for
Right.
the half guy, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I would like. Do the guards like approach me like they're aggressive at all, or they just walk by me?
They just walk right past you. The man is actually gesturing you in.
Okay, I start walking in.
Okay.
And yeah, looking around.
Is he motioning everyone in?
Well, he only sees Scout. You guys are hiding.
Oh no, I'm following behind Jacoby.
I hit. You noticed that I'd like stopped and then hit. I was approaching in a brisk pace, stopped, and then kind of was like, and like wanted to watch the scene rather than interrupt it.
You actually said, Mike, I'd probably hide too.
Then I
Because
probably
I'm fun. Yeah, well. So you're staying hidden, so you only see Scout. So
I see Scout do the thing.
Yeah. Scout does the thing. Cool. As you make your way forward, Scout, yes, friend, have a seat. How may I help you? He says, as he snaps his fingers, and a woman comes by with what seems to be libations of sorts, some food and some drinks on a platter.
What time is it?
We'll say that's probably because you guys left in the morning yesterday. It was right after you guys woke back up. So at this point, we'll probably say it's
food, and I'm like just like and like eat under my mask, and be like, so I have a report.
Yeah, can you do me a favor and just make an intelligence check for me?
Oh, was that poison?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
What'd you got?
15.
Okay. Your proxy body seems to... You get a shudder down your body, and you can feel a little bit of a static that just kind of down. But then after that, you feel perfectly fine.
What?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Like, was that from the food, or it's like my nerves are like on edge?
You've never felt that before as a person or as a proxy before.
Okay. I just go, what was that?
Well, excuse me?
Well, anyways, I had a report.
Yes. I believe, is this your first one? Oh, congratulations. Let's see it. What is it?
Do I know that his demeanor is different from the first time we met him?
Yeah, I would say that's clearly different.
Yeah. You're acting different from the first time I met you.
Sorry?
One point now.
I don't know. It was just you were very solemn and quiet and more distrusting, I guess.
I may have had something on my mind.
Well, about that explosion. It seems that the explosion was caused by our own people.
As you say that, his eyes kind of light up. No, start by the Guianans.
No. The captain of the guard made robots that had similar actions as what they did at the explosion. The same gesture, the same rollover, please help me, and try to explode us.
Do you have proof of this? This is a serious accusation.
Well, I'm reporting the truth, and I would like to say that if you go to his house, it may or may not be there, because there was a bunch of guards who broke in, and they all might be in and out of it, wanting more. But who am I to say?
He looks
saying is correct. We as I approach now with my
I was about to say, are you just suddenly there now? Do you like
in my mind
just Batman there?
Right. I'm approaching as I'm saying that. And maybe the line is said before the camera cuts. And Yeah, as I approach, what he's saying is the truth, and we only speak the truth, for that is what we are trained, sir. We can't stress enough that there has been it seems to be an inside job. Also, we have to report that Ulrich is dead.
Ulrich, the general.
General Ulrich has fallen, yes.
Was he killed by the god captain?
He actually tried to attack us, sir. And with seemed to be a lethal aggression, and we had to defend ourselves justly. Unfortunately, he did not fare combat.
Interesting. He looks left and he looks right. He puts a finger up and he snaps his fingers, and the young woman comes out again. Hit the switch, and if you could close the doors as well. We are going to need privacy. She nods and walks over to the door that you guys just came from, closes the door, and then removes one of the books on the walls. And behind it, you see her reach her hand in, hit a switch, and everything seems to go black, aside from the center octagon where you guys are sitting. A single beam of red light comes down.
So just to be clear, Nell and I are outside of this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, tell me everything you know, because we have had a situation as well.
Interesting. Well, after we were briefed to take a look at, after the explosion in the square, we've decided to do some investigation, and we've decided to take a look and watch some of the higher ups in what they are doing. We mainly were to approach Sir Ulrich in his abode to then just ask him a couple questions. No response. And then with a couple, I guess, some more investigation, we have found that there seemed to be, what was it? And forgive me, sir, because I haven't seen this myself, but I can only trust my fellow agents here and my fellow knights. And I kind of look to scout. And could you describe the robot? This robot being?
Automaton or automaton?
Yeah.
Robot.
Automaton, whatever. You're muted, by the way, now. Okay. And he says, go on. To scout. Scout did it. Yeah.
So, basically, during the explosion, we saw a man with no legs crawl up to us. As we tried to heal, Zora tried to heal, and he turned over and he said, please help me, and then started clicking the explosive device, which didn't go off, and he was taken as a prisoner. That was a robot. As well as when we went to Mr. Ulrich's house, it turned out to be more of the same there. Something they've been working on and programming and looking into it, seeing that it was a program that was just to run, crawling, saying, please help me, rolling over, and then clicking the explosion. The first model that we probably ran into was a fake, wasn't working correctly, but the one at the station was meant to kill us and the guards there, or cause more damage at least.
Yes, and you could probably, if you don't mind me interjecting, you could probably go ahead and see from whatever evidence is on the scene at Ulrich's estate, as well as apartment, as well as any of the security footage from the attack prior.
Yes, it'll be at me shortly. We have sent guards over to his abode already.
Very good. Might I let you know that we were not there to report. We came back directly to report to you, so we would avoid any confusion or any hostile action from anybody who is passionate about the fall of this general.
Smart move. So, sorry. I was trying to mute it. He looks at a personal device that he has. Says, sorry, I meant to put that on mute. Looks over at you guys and says, I'm not sure who we can trust. There was a murder recently. I don't know how deep this goes, but perhaps it's, for now, it should be better if we keep this under wraps. Don't you agree?
Very well.
What about the false war that's starting?
I don't know if it is false. It could be some outsiders attempting to have it, but either way, if this is going as high as we think it is, then it could be anyway. Stopping this is going to be a landfall. We need more evidence. What was your first assignment? He says as he's looking through his personal device.
That's a Jacoby question.
Oh, what was that? What was the Jacoby question?
Oh, what was your first assignment? Sorry.
The first assignment is to head off into the map tab of Theo, whatever. Could you give me the? Do we have one on here, or do I have to go for one?
I think we have one.
What are you trying to do?
The map.
Numenera.
Oh, I'll bring you to that.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know if it was on here. If I've Googled
Yeah,
it.
no problem.
Where is it? Thaum.
Thamor.
That's it. Nailed it. We were meant to bring a missive to Thamor so they can sign this sort of treaty, I guess. But we were waylaid by this overbearing concern of these attacks.
He rubs his chin and he thinks, well, how about this? Do what it is that you had to do. I will sit here and try to gather as much information as possible. When you get back, I will present you with what I have, and we can make a plan to move forward from there. But under no circumstances are you to discuss this with anyone else at any point in time.
Understand.
He looks at you, Scout. He nods. All right. Be dismissed now, he says. I have much to think about.
Very well. Thank you, sir.
I leave. Yeah.
Okay. As you guys get closer,
or was the red light? You said there's like a column of red light
on all of you. You imagine that it had some type of effect of something. As you make your way to the door, the red light fades and all the normal lights come back on. The door immediately opens. Outside, you saw the woman close the door, and then immediately as she closes the door just opens up again, and they're now leaving.
Oh, so no time passed at all.
Not at all.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. So I'm still hidden behind, I assume, a large potted plant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Something with a lot of florals on it, so your scarf kind of matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's a weeping cactus. I guess I maybe make eye contact to the other brothers of the party, but only with like a side eye glance, and then I focus directly on the compound entrance in front of me as I make my exit. You would probably think I'm just trying to tell you to follow me.
I mean, I'm following.
I think this is a signal. And he steps up and out of the giant bush he's in and follows behind.
Yeah, Nell's just going to kind of take his jacket and walk out.
Yeah, as we go outside, I then brief you guys of what's happening. So we are not to speak of what just happened. Everything has been reported, but we are to press on with our given mission. And I hold up the leather scroll case, the Numenera leather scroll case.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was manila envelope. That's in my mind. That's what it looked like.
It's all of the above. It changes based on who's looking at it. Welcome to Numenera.
It's an oddity. It's an oddity.
Yeah, there it is. So, exactly what are you guys going? Where are you leading them to?
Did I get my scout badge yet?
No.
Your what badge?
My scout badge.
Yeah, he still has some lady's name.
No, yeah, because they said they were gonna we had to come here in the morning and get my scout badge, and as soon as he opens it and looks at it, my scout badge is not in there. I'm going back in.
We are sorry,
Okay.
but it seems as if our lamination machine was on the fritz last night.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm still not sure what the plan is here.
Well, we are to continue our duties. He is going to dig up some information on what has actually happened.
Yes.
I believe he believes us, which is great.
Good.
And while we wait for that, we are to continue our mission. And I hold up the leather scroll case / manila folder.
I'm sorry. Didn't you say the last time that the mission was to go to Thamor and have them sign the agreement to go to war with the people who aren't actually attacking us?
Right.
Oh, and we're just okay. I feel like I should just not ask questions anymore. That's what I feel like. I guess we'll go. Scout. Has anyone seen Scout?
Scout, as you make your way back to the compound, you notice the woman who was in there, the one who hit the switch, comes running out. And in her hand, she seems to have some type of velvet bag, small. She hands it to you. We think you might have forgotten this. And it's exactly it's your emblem.
Does it say scout on it?
What name did you give them when you signed up?
Scout.
It says Scout. Fuck it. Yeah.
Thank you.
She nods, and then she heads back in.
Okay. And then
And you should really get that cough checked out.
what?
She just smiles and runs in.
Did she poison me?
You're so paranoid.
Dude, seriously.
I ate food that she gave me, and then like something weird happened, and then she's like, "You need to get that cough checked out." I think she's trying to fucking kill me. Welcome to many years of tabletop. I have become overly paranoid.
You're so
This isn't D&D. Not everything's going to kill you.
just most things.
Just most
No.
things.
This is like Call of Cthulhu, where everything's out to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
If it's not human, you're fucked.
But in Call of Cthulhu, you will just die. I mean,
There's no hope for you.
yeah.
No.
I had a character getting eaten by hounds of Tindalos, so
And okay, this could be my last question. I'm just trying to get things straight. Is there a vehicle that we're taking to?
Well, I haven't booked any reservations for any sort of transportation yet. No.
Okay,
Oh, we can? Why? Why not? Why?
It's very far away.
So I guess we'll make our way over to the transportation.
Oh, perfect. I was hoping you were going to say that and not walk because, again, it's very far away. Oof, I'm not cut out for that to try and kind of travel at all. Great. Okay, good. Travel it is. Bye.
Cool. So, thanks to 12-sided guy, you guys now all have advantage, I'm assuming, on your next roll. So just roll twice. We'll take the higher of the two. We'll do a D&D roll for it.
Sweet.
Is that cool?
that's fine.
Sweet. All right.
Dude.
Yeah. So with that being said, thanks so much. And what mode of transportation would you guys like to take? So there are a few options that you guys would know about.
Ostrich.
Ostrich is definitely one of them.
Nell doesn't ride horses.
Yeah.
Good thing they're ostriches.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a good thing they're not.
That's what I'm saying. He'll mount an ostrich, no problem, but he ain't doing no horses.
What's happening right now?
There's the light rail, and there are in fact there is in fact air travel through a series of pneumatic transportation. Thank you. I was trying to think of the word pneumatic.
It's just tubes like Futurama.
No. Pneumatic as far as helium blimps.
As long as it's not like griffins, because those are just sky horses.
Yeah.
God forbid.
Yeah, no. Yeah, God forbid.
It's like anything he has to straddle.
What's the fastest?
Probably light rail.
How expensive is a light rail?
The most.
How much is it?
You'll probably get the.
How much you got?
You're probably looking at 100 shin per person. Light rail is usually meant for government, or it is usually meant for the wealthy.
Yeah.
You need money.
Am I not supposed to be playing still? What's happening?
Man,
What?
is there a how much are the ostriches?
Right. Let's go back to that option.
Oh, you guys are actually trying to rent one each of the
Yeah,
ostrich-like creatures?
Yeah.
They're featherless ostriches.
I mean, is there a package deal we can get?
No, a 4-pack of ostriches.
Yeah, is there a 4-pack?
Is there like a
They're called chocobis.
like
Like you, Squaresoft.
All the
like a-
chocobis.
yeah? Can we get the McOstrich deal where it's a four
The
for
Mick
four?
ostrich?
Yeah, the 4 for 4.
Yeah, but you only get nuggets.
Shit, I can't hide a nugget. I need the whole thing.
The ostriches, you can probably, realistically, you can probably get about 4 ostriches for maybe about
Creatures.
120 shin.
I've got 8.
Good news. We have a bunch of 100 shin.
No, we
So we-
don't. Any shin.
Someone won it. All right, you didn't claim it.
I did claim it. I have 40 shin, and Scout has 50 shin, and that's all we have. And then everyone else has like 5.
And Scout got that money on his own, and he holds on to it tightly as he stares at everyone intently.
Oh, my character doesn't know you. I don't have that money.
Oh, yeah.
I have that money.
Those are very expensive.
I have 14.
Speaking of which, horses or horse-like creatures are only maybe about 60 shin to rent for 4.
Oh, only.
You know what? Hold on. Let me talk to the
An office chair right on the saddle, so he doesn't have to straddle it.
let me talk to the Chocobai dealer, and we can find out if I can knock the price down
Is that-
just a little bit.
Is that just canon now? The
It's canon,
the
the
chocobis?
chocobis.
Yeah, the chocobis. All right, cool.
And he
We're now circle inks.
yeah, and he sachets over to the Chocobai dealer.
Okay. What does that look like? Show me.
I'm not gonna stand up and show you what a sachet looks like, but I can tell you that it is sassy as fuck. Is how it looks exactly like you think it does. Very sassy. There's a lot of hips going on, and he's even if there's no wind, he's very breezy.
Yeah, it's
Because of all the
just naturally,
Yeah,
and for some reason, really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
He walks like Prince dances, and you're like, that shouldn't be a thing, but it works out well.
It works. All right.
So yeah, he walks over to the Chocobai dealer, yeah. What does this Chocobai dealer look like? What are we working with here?
You notice that it seems to be
Auto.
an auto. No, it seems to be some type of amphibian-like creature. You notice that on his clothes themselves appears to be made completely out of water, and it seems to be running as well, but he's kind of holding it up with just his mental power. On his back and strapped to his back seems to be a globe of water, and in it you notice 2 fish and for some reason a couple of eggs.
Bob, you can't just use your own
I just
characters
did.
as NPCs.
I literally just did.
He walks over to him, and he says, he leans on some kind of post. I assume there's always a post ready for Deneen to be leaning on.
Yeah, it's a Chocobai hitching post.
It's a Chocobai hitching post, exactly.
Yeah.
So he leans on it and he says, excuse me, my good man. I'm here on behalf of the Order of Truth to acquire 4 Chocobai. Now, I understand there's an outrageous price upon the heads of these beautiful birds, but if you haven't noticed, there is a massive explosion recently in town. and we are here. And he like moves some of his robes and scarves away to reveal the bright shiny badge that I assume looks pretty official. This is the official order of the Knights of Truth. I am here on behalf of, and that man over there is my commander, the one with the notepad. We are headed to Thamor to sign the treaty to take the war to the people who blew up our lands. Now, I'm not trying to commandeer your words here, but I would, if you could do something for us and just lower the price just a bit so that we may get there faster and end this war as soon as possible. It would be outstanding.
Well, why don't you just speak to your representatives and see if they can have a mode of transportation for you?
Because I'm not going to lie, I didn't think about that. And now here I am. And the temple,
he puts a finger up.
Oh, yes, sure.
And then sucks himself into his globe.
Okay, that's not.
Sits there for about like 3 minutes, and then comes back out.
So he's like a snail, but the shell is a giant orb, and he is a lizard.
No, they need to every 20 at least 28 hours. They need to change from whether they're in water or air. They need to switch to reverse their gills to clean their gills out.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
He's going well.
3 minutes later, he pops himself out and he says, and he takes his fingers and rubs them through his neck, and you can see a bunch of guck comes out. And he just
30 minutes later?
3 minutes. What the fuck? He just leaves you there in the middle of a conversation for 3 minutes.
So you poured some hydrating, right?
You go clean it.
Poured some hydration.
I don't know what that was, but we were having a conversation 3 minutes ago about.
All right, 30 seconds. It doesn't matter as long as he makes the transition. Anyway, he looks at you and says, yes, I believe we had said that you should go speak to your superiors and see if we can get yourself a mode of transportation.
Right, you had said that. We didn't agree on that. I had said it's a far walk back there, and I'm already here. Is it not something that we can, the two of us can do?
1 second.
Excuse me.
No, Jacoby actually says, I'll be right back.
Excuse me, who has gills and what the fuck is going on?
The Chocobi dealer.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's like this weird amphibious like lizard. Like he's like I'm picturing like a. Is it a lizard?
This is actually a Numenera race, by the way.
He's Abe from Hellboy.
Yeah. No.
So he's not human?
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Scout would walk up and be like, oh, hello, and like shake his hand.
We're all going to be here. Okay, good. Come on in.
Yeah. He shakes your hand. Hello. Welcome.
Yes, we were discussing how he suggested that we go back to the temple and ask them to procure us rides, and I said that we're already here.
Well, no, that's a brilliant idea.
Jacoby's doing.
You were so smart.
Why do you seem so nice all of a sudden?
Thank you. I'm glad someone realized it.
Shut up. Okay, well.
That's very rude. I don't.
These people, right?
Yeah.
I think that might be racist.
Just a little.
I think you just invented racism.
9 billion years in the future.
Full circle. Full circle.
Racism wasn't a thing in this world yet.
It is now.
We discovered it.
I would look over at Denim and I'd look over at him and be like, yeah, no, let's take his advice. Let's go. Come on. Let's leave this man alone and see if we can go get some vouchers.
Just come back.
Fine. All right. I guess. Okay, Scout, lead on, I guess. And he turns.
But Jacoby already left, if you didn't notice.
I didn't notice. I try not to pay attention to what you guys do. Last time I did, you threw a gun through a man. With his mind. You see that?
The amphibious guy just kind of looks at you and then immediately
It's the second time he's done that. I don't want to say it's gross, but I mean,
I just walk up and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. He's just full of stories.
He just kind of sits in his bubble now. He's afraid.
Okay. Well, goodbye.
Bubble.
He waves at you, and as he does, a koi fish just kind of wraps around his arm, and then
I was like, that's so cool. And then
It was the weirdest interaction I've ever had. Why would
Fish.
you behave so differently around the fish man?
well, they understand me.
In what way?
Have you seen me?
You don't look like a fish man at all.
Well, look around. Look how people look at me.
Yes, like you're a perfect specimen of everything. Not like that guy who pulled stuff out of his face that I think he was cleaning himself. It was disgusting.
Yes.
I've never seen you pull anything out of your face to clean it.
You're taking it literally, but I'm saying that look how people look at me and interact with me if they're human. Aliens just get along with me more, or non-humans, I should say.
Oh. Well, you seemed fine to me.
Well, maybe you're different.
But now I'm racist, I guess.
Maybe you don't see species.
I didn't until you pointed it out, except for the weird fish guy who was just being a weird.
No, he was being nice.
No, he was being very strange.
No, that is not strange.
I'm
That's
sure
normal.
I'm sure he's fine, but he was still strange.
yeah, you spent a lot of time, Scout, amongst other races, correct?
Fish people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have seen his type before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you don't know how to talk to merchants.
I was doing fine, I thought, until he sucked himself into his own.
You gotta learn shin talk.
That's fair. You're right. I don't even know what you just said.
Shin speak?
No, nothing.
I think it's shin speak. No, shin talk.
You're right.
Shin talk. It's what merchants speak.
I just use my regular words. Scout, I don't know that.
Yeah, then they just rip you off.
Shit. Has that been happening this whole time?
Yes,
I thought I was.
I can confirm.
Damn it. Well,
Zell, this guy, right?
I think his name's Nell.
Nell? Is it Nell? I thought it was Zell.
I'm pretty sure it's Nell.
Is it Nell?
That's what they are.
Yeah. Jacoby left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this whole time, Nell's literally just been standing there, like, watching you guys from a distance, not wanting to interrupt because he has no idea what's going on. Do we get the birds?
No.
Why are you always standing so far away from us?
People. Meh.
Oh, I get that.
It is Nell, though, right? Not Zell?
No, it's Nell. No. We're not getting horses, are we?
I don't know what we're getting.
I don't know.
Jacoby ran back. So we have to go get Jacoby because he's getting our vouchers. Maybe we'll ride the light rail or take the flying Numenera.
That would be neat. I've never been in a flying Numenera. Anyway, let's go. Let's go back to the temple.
The tubes.
Yeah, Scout, roll me a D100.
The tubes.
D100. Let me do it.
The tubes.
Fucking, I don't know what's going on right now. 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah. I hate that.
You're definitely probably not poisoned.
The 100 sided to see what mode of transportation you guys were just about to get. A woman runs up, the same woman that you've seen. I was told to give you these, and she hands you what appears to be 4 pieces of paper. All of them seem to be tickets to the
Flags nearby.
flags.
Six
Six
Flags.
Flags.
Yeah, 6 Flags.
Yeah.
Correct.
Too soon? I'm sorry.
The Cypher bus is coming, and everybody's.
Okay. With that being said,
Who gets the vouchers, me or the group?
You have
Scout.
Scout.
As she hands it to you, she kind of touches your hand and smiles. There's like a lingering, like when she hands it to you, she kind of just holds it there slightly for a second and then slowly pulls it away.
Thank you.
It's dramatic.
She, as you say that, she kind of blushes and runs away.
Oh,
Was she-
I see what's happening here.
I don't understand.
Was she human?
Yes. She is, in fact, human. She's into proxies.
I yelled at her.
You yelled to her?
Yeah, I yelled at her the episode
You yelled
0.
at her. You yelled at her.
Yeah, I was like, "Give me that badge." That's how I had the Dolores badge, right?
Yeah.
So, Deneen tries to throw an arm up around you, but you're both taller and wider than he is. So he just sort of puts an arm on
I'm
you.
5'4".
Oh, right, you're short and Jack. That's what it was, right? So yeah, he definitely throws an arm around you, and he says, "Now, as we were talking before about how I don't know how to speak to merchants, clearly you don't know how to speak to ladies."
I just talked to her though.
No, but right in the same way that I talked to the merchant, right?
Is she ripping me off?
No, it's quite the opposite. I think she wants you to. I don't know how to phrase this in a way that's not going to be taken literal. I think she wants to touch far more of you in a private, intimate location, both on you and in the space of reality, like in a room.
A random passerby who is cringing at this says, "Nothing."
Excuse me. This is a private
And then walks
conversation
away.
happening in public, like a subway.
He leans in, doesn't say anything, and then
Walks away because Mike went. He just kind of turns and walks away.
It's like
I
when
would
you're
stare
loudly
at-
talking on your cell phone. Excuse me, I'm having a
stare at
private
him
conversation.
intimidatingly.
Very much in public. I know I'm being loud. But I feel like after we save the, I don't know, whatever the hell Jacoby wants us to save, I think you have a chance with it.
I don't know what to do.
I guess you could, mate? I don't think that's her thing.
John Waters.
that was a Nell thing, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think that's helping, Nell, the way you said that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Well, it's currently here, but we need to go there. Let's go.
Next time we come back, I'll ask her about mating.
Okay. Yes, I'm sure that works just fine.
What is that? Because you're in a test tube. Like a specimen from a test tube. So, mating, how do we do that?
I have parents.
I imagine all Proximas, because they're like perfect, they're all just Ken dolls. Like,
His test tube got shaken up a little bit.
That explains everything.
Drop the tube.
I'm gonna give you a test tube or an XP for the test tube joke.
all right, so where are the vouchers to? Are they to Chocobar?
No, they the tickets seem to be to the blimps.
What are you doing with your whole body?
I'm dancing.
Oh. We'll work on that as well. Ladies, mating, dancing, the whole thing. You teach me Shin talk, I'll see what I can do.
You're pretty good at stabbing, though, huh?
He is, yes.
But I have a hammer.
You did steal a man's sword from his hand and stab him with it, though.
No,
That's the part I saw.
I used his sword as he swung it into himself.
Yes,
That's because he was careless.
right. But you were
But we
good
get
at
to
it.
go on a flying thing. Wait, where's Jacoby?
Meanwhile, Jacoby entering the compound.
Where's Jacoby?
Entering the compound.
The Night Order of Truth?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As you make your way to the Order of Truth, where is it you're heading?
I'm heading to go talk to them about vouchers. That's why I split off.
Yes. I forgot you weren't even there. I apologize. That's
No,
my
it's
fault.
fine. That's why I wanted to know who got him, because do I continue doing what I was doing or do I have to now? Yeah. I have to continue what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, I enter the combat. Or I don't.
Roll me a intelligence level 4.
Oh, wowie. Making it spicy. Okay. So I will go ahead and knock that down by 2 because I have edge in it. Difficulty 4, you said. Got 1 effort. I was trained here. Could that be an asset?
Sure.
Sweet. playing the game.
Wait, you were trained in the comp? No. Not for this. I'm sorry. I thought you're like, I'm trained in this, and I was like, yeah,
trained in it.
Yeah. No, you actually trained here, is what you meant to say.
Yeah, so he's very well known.
Yeah.
So no on that one.
No, that's a no. Yeah.
What button do I roll here? Any of the green ones now? Once I make my
intelligence.
Screw it. Yeah.
Don't forget to the apply cost button.
Oh no.
Let's see. Okay, cool. You overhear something. Once they reach the border, hit him with everything you got.
Once the what? Hold on. Get my pen.
He wasn't prepared. He didn't have his tablet out, guys.
He didn't have his tablet.
Oh,
Surprise, they're all robots.
Once you hit the border, hit him with all you got.
Thank you. Where do I hear that? In my head, echoing.
As you are approaching the compound, something clicks with a. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say a 14. Something clicks in your head, and just as you enter into the doors themselves, heading back in, one of the open rooms, you hear this.
Could I like stop? Could I stop and then?
Yes.
And then see what's going on in there.
You reverse Homer Simpson out of the bushes.
Yes, you. You see the man that you were just speaking to, talking to somebody in a black robe.
Okay, I then continue. And actually, no, I'm gonna wait out there, like I inconspicuously, like I didn't know that he was in there. Like, oh, haha, hey, there you are, you, whatever your name is.
Like red light chairman. That's the guy you see talking about the guy in black robe.
Yeah, red light chairman.
What's
One day, you guys
red
ask
light
his
chairman.
name.
Oh, we just haven't asked. Okay.
You just never asked. It's fine.
It's awkward now. We're so into it. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to ask him ever. It's like being friends.
I told you. Yeah, I told you when we started this game, you guys are going to have to make tough moral choices, and this is what I meant.
Asking his name.
Asking him his name.
I feel like you should get an asset for knowing his name because you trained here. So.
Thank you.
If when it comes time to you asking for the name, I will make you roll for the awkward social interaction, and I will give that to you as an asset. Promise.
Perfect.
Nevertheless, red light chairman.
I've been taking names. I've been taking orders from you for years now. What is your name again?
I'm sorry. This is awkward.
I've literally killed like 30 people for you. What's your name?
I'm Albright, Albrecht's brother. Like, oh shit! The whole time it was right in front of us.
Oh, that'd be so good. Either way, I don't even know where that was. Great. I'll give you an XP for that too, Mike.
I'll
That was
take
good.
XP all day long.
Yeah. All right. So what are you guys doing? What are you doing, Myth?
For him.
Okay.
And then when he gets out, I'll be like, "Oh, hey, champ." And
Champ?
hey, sport. What the? I noticed we're supposed to do this mission, and I don't have vouchers for transportation. It's a pretty long walk. Is there any way we can get the compound to expedite this?
Of course. Are you standing here long?
And then as I'm doing the pause here, I'm going to try to dart my eyes around to his name tag.
With an asset because you got trained here.
Yeah.
You know where his name tag would be.
It's like a future Gandalf just has like, hello, my name is.
Future Gandalf.
How are we ever going to get there, fry you fools? Oh, thanks for the vouchers.
Shit, I never would have thought.
I like how he dart my eyes around gave you the speed test, by the way. That was good.
That was it.
Yeah.
Before he notices.
Yeah. So 14. He doesn't have a fucking name tag, dude. Like,
Badge. Does he have?
nobody walks around with a name tag.
He does that like free thinking thing. He's like P tier Griffin. Shit.
This isn't Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Like, there's no one with a
John Porter restroom. Damn it. Well, does he? I'm not going to call him Dolores, but what's his Dolores badge? Does he have one of those?
You would probably know his name with a 14. You're probably going to know his name to be
14 speed test gives you a
I remember. You thought very quickly.
Quick.
You're already quick on your feet. His name is Jack Earlstein. Yeah. That's what I said at Frags. You want to fight about it?
This guy did not look like a Jack Earlstein to me. All right, in my mind. All right, no wonder.
What does a Jack Earlstein look like?
You know, I never thought those names would be together, but now they are, and it's this guy. So
it's Numenera. Cultures have mixed.
Numenera. So Sir Earlstein, we were just wondering what we are going to have for vouchers, because I'm not going to want it, sorry. Unless you want me to probably get rated multiple times on my travels and then finally get there 2 months later to have it signed.
What? I'm sorry. I think it may have cut out for me. What did you say? Yeah, I apologize.
That's right. I was saying I don't want to walk there. What are the vouchers, if there are any? And I do not want to be raided every night by marauders and any sort of salvagers, and to then get there 2 months later to have a treaty signed.
Oh no, I am apologize. As you left, we gave her vouchers for you to take the air brigade.
Thank you.
You are technically now considered emissaries. No, you're not an embassy. You're not a building.
Embassy.
You're not a building.
Scout might be. We don't know that for sure.
Scout may be a building, but you're not a building.
All right, thank you. So that's all. And then I leave and I hastily make my way back to the plot.
Back to the plot?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Waste any more time on that. Yeah. So then I make my way back over.
Has anyone seen where he went? He said he was going
literally standing behind you. He's just
I'm on the tablet.
Yeah.
No, he's right there.
How long have you been there?
I just got here.
Oh God, thank good I wasn't talking shit.
I've actually been here for a couple of minutes. You really need to be better at that.
You don't know anything good.
Facial awareness, Deneen.
I don't have it. Scout made a lady friend. We have tickets to go on the airships.
Back of the head.
What?
Something hits you in the back of the head.
Ow.
Anybody who was watching behind Deneen, it was probably a cup.
What happened?
D nice.
Anyway, Scout has tickets for the airships. Keep getting
right. Yeah. Awesome. Airships. Oh, okay. I was going to say light rail, but that's fine, I guess.
No, the
airships.
Air brigade or something.
There's Air Numenera on there.
Newman.
That's what he calls dancing.
He's quivering.
Yes, he said it was dancing, and I don't have the muscle capacity to disagree with him.
We need to go.
Stays through the floor if we don't calm him down.
I don't think that's his problem. He might be able to fly, for all I know. Let's go. And I head to whatever makes for, I assume, stairs or something. How do we get to the floating airship?
Go up.
Where's the blimp port?
Yeah, where's the elevator?
You make your way over to the metal tower. There are multiple different ones around the city itself. You make your way to the eastern one, which you guys are closer to. It sits just on the inside of the city walls. There's no elevator going up. You do have to walk up the 15 flights of stairs to get to the top.
So,
And climb.
Can I get
I just scaled the wall.
I wish I had a chocobo just to get up these stairs. As he pants his way up the stairs.
Sashay across. You sashay horizontally and you pants vertically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's up. A lot of thigh workout. There's skinny jeans for a reason. There's no thighs in here.
Don't you have weird pants that like always make you feel literally cold?
They're always a little bit chilly, but they fit perfectly.
As you make your way up the 15 flights of stairs,
You have somebody greasing your pants with Bengay. It's my pants lotion.
pants lotion.
Wouldn't be the first time Denny's been gay.
As you make your way to the top floor, there seems to be a lot of people who are standing in line, maybe around the 10th floor itself. All of them seem to have bags or backpacks or even suitcases in some cases. And they all seem to be standing on line. And you guys get to the back of it. Every so often, someone takes a step forward. Are you guys going to wait in line, or do you want to do something else? No.
No.
I mean, we got these badges, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm intimidating the fuck out of everyone right now. I'm like, out of my way.
Nell's gonna be like, you know, like in Wayne's World when they have the passes. He's just kind of walking past, showing everybody that it's okay, it's fine, we're okay. We can do this.
I'd like to get by now.
That reference, though.
As you push, not forcefully, but people are like, Knights of what? And they get pushed to the side as you guys make your way up. At the top, you see a man who's sitting there, seems to be collecting tickets. Very good. Very good. And you guys approach now.
Wait.
Scout, he can't actually see the passes. If you give him,
There you go.
please.
He takes the pass from you and looks at it. It appears that your flight has been delayed perhaps 45 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
He nods. He takes the passes from you and kind of takes it in like a rude manner, just rips it out of your hands as he pushes them together and shuffles them with the rest of it. There is a small waiting area as you guys sit there. Are you guys going to sit and wait?
Yes.
I'm literally doing this just to piss off Scott at this point.
Scout sulking.
Yeah.
This is
Scout's
like the
in the
ninth
corner, just
one.
like-
All right.
Yes. So you guys notice that a blimp does in fact make its way up, and you notice that the top portion of it is completely clear, but you do see these metal arcs that come out of the bottom compartment, and they kind of wrap up in a oval-like shape. And a red line just kind of connects the sides and around. As it gets closer, it kind of and slowly docks in. It makes almost like a drifting style docking maneuver. Immediately it lands. Immediately it lands up and connects to it, and you notice a series of people get off and a series of people get on. After maybe about 20 minutes, it does in fact take off and then leave again. We'll say within time and reason for point of plot, yours does come and everyone starts to board.
Oh, thank God. Do these have like membrane? These blimp things, or is it
Correct.
there is. Okay, I didn't know if it was just we just see the arch and the lines, and then we just have to picture there's probably some blimp there, but there is a membrane of some sort, and it is clear.
Correct.
Cool. Gross. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I approach.
Yeah. As you approach, you're let in. There's no seats per se. The entire thing. There is 3 floors to this compartment. There's the top floor, where it seems to be all Order of Truth members and other personnel. There's the second floor, which seems to be for rich people, and then the bottom floor is where all of the machinery is, and in fact, the poor people usually sit, or in this case, economy.
So Is this flight full on each level?
Correct.
Okay.
Where do I take it? Hello, is there a flight servant? I don't know what they call them.
Walk on. We just walk on. Come on.
But there's 3 levels. Where do we sit?
The top.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure. How would I know?
Yeah. The top isn't as full as the other floors, and it does offer the best view. You're also the furthest away from the ridiculously loud humming noise coming from the 3rd. Even up here, you guys can hear it. You can imagine below, it's just absolutely deafening. Regardless of which, as you guys stand there, after a while, the whole cart shakes to the left and to the right. You notice people kind of grab onto a bar that sits around the edges, and it kind of takes off. It starts off slow, and you can literally only barely see it as it moves. But then once it clears the side of a cliff and the walls themselves, the entire thing throws you backwards. Your hair and your head launch back, and you can feel the skin on your face begin to shake. And after a while, a voice comes over the radio, or some type of speaker that says stabilization. And immediately everything stops and you feel normal, but the scenery on the outside is flying back with lightning speed. What do you guys do?
Throw up, I think. Is it
Well, that was it.
I was just about to say, Nell's just going to go.
Explore the ship and looking at all the cool parts and writing them down.
We'll get there. Yeah, so as that happens, you notice a man who's definitely a part of the order walks up. He has a strange, instead of hair, he seems to have electrical cables that are coming out of the top of his head and falling to the back of his, onto his back. He makes his way forward and says, welcome. Is this your first time on an airship?
Greetings. What's your name?
Hi. My name is Jacob.
Perfect.
You just got a whole list of J names there, don't you?
I'm using a Markov, and I may be only looking at one section.
No. The J's.
The J's.
Okay, great. Hi.
Greetings. What is your name?
Almost have a close name. What was your question? Sorry.
Is this your first time on the ship?
Yes, it is. I have not been on one of these before.
Nell's going to look up.
You have some on your...
Huh?
It's on.
Yeah. He kind of takes off like a napkin and goes to like dab it off your face.
But he holds it there a little longer, and then slowly and then Deneen judges you for how you interacted. All right, you should ask him about mating. So I'm going to.
Here, by the way, and he hands you what appears to be a red pill. For the sickness you're feeling.
Go on, take it. I think it's time we see how far this rabbit hole goes.
Nell's gonna take it and just start chewing on it.
Oh, you chew on it?
Yeah.
It tastes like ass. It kind of burns and stings a little bit. Yes, that was a suppository.
Buddy?
Yes. He turns and says, if there's anything that I can get you, feel free to ask. And he looks back over at Nell and kind of starts to walk away.
That was a gross pill.
That was...
Don't. I think it's better if we don't.
I'm not going to tell him. Yeah, I'm not going to tell him.
I feel like it's...
Yeah.
Usually you just swallow them. You don't have to chew pills.
You learned something new.
sure do. I feel like I need to go away. I need a drink.
Man, we're really moving. Look how fast we're going.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go get a drink, I think. Or several. Because...
there is, in fact, an open bar.
I don't... It's an open bar. This is the... I will see you guys in Thamor. Or I won't. Either way. Open bar. This has been worth it so far.
Lay up at the top, yeah.
And Deneen, he just gets up and sachets to the bar. He attaches to the bar.
Research on the on Thamor and the people and the stuff before I go. Yeah, on my tablet.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you?
How's Blimp Wi-Fi?
It doesn't exist. You have no connection.
Okay, all right. I try to occupy myself with that there isn't internet, and then I finally just give up and look around and out
you
the
have the
window.
trial version of Numenera, which is like Mahjong, but 9 billion years in the future.
The parts or the pieces attack themselves, and you solve it in time.
They move back as you try to move them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deneen uses his the guise of I'm going to get a drink, but he also wants to explore the ship, much like Scout did.
Yeah, in fact, you see Scout. Scout, where exactly are you going? Are you going down to the bottom floor?
I think so. Yeah, that's probably where the engine room is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make your way down, and you do, in fact, come to the engine room. You see a bunch of people in rags and not so nice clothes. They seem to be sitting around it. The heat is actually sweltering as you get here. It's just brutally loud too. Even hearing someone else speak is just mind numbing. You notice as you go down each set of stairs, there is in fact a guard posted at each floor. Just so you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm flashing my badge every time I walk
Yeah.
I would. Is there earplugs?
No.
I would fashion my own earplugs out of like pieces of ripped shirt. And be like,
Economy class just doesn't get earplugs.
they're all deaf. They're like, what?
But you can still hear the Irish fiddle, and they're all dancing.
They have the best dance parties for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would do that, and then I would like look around at all the tech in the engine room.
Yeah. As you're looking around, all of it seems absolutely amazing, but give me a speed test from everyone. Naturally, we're traveling, so it has to happen, right?
Difficulty?
Typically, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking.
Look at this magnetic guy. Get a nat 20.
That's right.
Yeah. So you get a major effect. Myth, and we'll talk about that in a second. All of you guys fall down to your hands and your knees, and as the entire thing kind of lurches to the side, Myth, you are the only person who doesn't fall during this. What do you want your major effect to be?
What's happening? The whole thing kind of just
it lurches to the left and then swings back to the right. You notice that the machine parts themselves are kind of just free on whatever's inside this membrane. So it kind of shakes left and right, but whatever's there just kind of stays stationary.
Okay. Michael Jackson lean. You're right. I should just do that. I will. That'll be my major effect. I do the. I was like, what? Yeah, that's cool. I was like, I could do like a flip or something cool here. No, this thing lurches like crazy, and I just lean forward.
That was the sound that it made.
Yeah, that was it. And my nose is about a foot from the floor, but my ankles are still fixed in one spot. And there was like a bottle opener type wedge fixed in the floor, and there was a crazy light trick. And then when done live, it actually looks like you're leaning forward, but that's besides the point.
Almost if it was like that.
Was it actually like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do a light trick, and this guy like dances for 2 seconds, and they go back, and then he's already in place with his heels in like a little ledge, like a bottom tooth of a crowbar.
Yeah,
he's
there's like a nail, and his shoe slides into it. and locks him in place so he can lean all the way forward without.
Just for them to all set, someone needs to distract the audience. So they have some guy doing some weird dance, and then the lights go back on, and he's doing it. Yeah.
Funny, I literally just used that to look up information.
There you go.
I'm joking.
And this is the hard things you didn't know about Michael Jackson podcast.
As you stand up,
the same person.
Only the top 2 floors are the ones with the windows. And as you stand up and look to the left, you see what appears to be a metal platform riding exactly next to the blimp. Just to the left of it, you see what appears to be men crawling across rope towards the container. And that's what we'll call it.
Oh, crap.
Son of a bitch.
Forgot.
Myth, you jinxed us. Okay, all right. For the record, I want to be in the engine room too.
We just keep going.
You're in the engine room with Scout.
I'm headed down with Scout, just so we know. All right, guys. That was episode 4. We confirmed it. Episode 4 on hands and needs. Because everyone needs a thneed. We will be back next week with episode 5. Let's go around and hear from our cast and crew here. We'll start with the itchy face McLogan. McLogan, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to, man?
Hi, I'm McLoken. You guys can follow me at my Twitter, at McLoken. And I retweet the shows I'm on. So if you guys want to come out and hang out for another show that I'm on, I mean, more. I think Friday or tomorrow is City of Mist, not City of Mist, Roll Tree Burns, where I play a gnome who gets in shenanigans. And then Friday, tune in the MetaMaster's channel. She's going to do a Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader campaign. I won't be there this episode. I'm going to go watch pro wrestling because I love pro wrestling.
SmackDown, right? Or not? What is it? I just saw something in the news. But I apologize. Go ahead.
Oh, it's a no, it's an indie event, not WWE. And I wouldn't want to go see that shit anyways right now. So
got him. Take that, Vince.
Got him. Yeah, Vince. Oh, sorry, computer screen. And then, but yeah, follow me on my Twitter. I most times retweet out other shows as well, such as Mike's channels consistently. I think I'm gonna try to pick up when the new season starts doing Twitch RP on my off days when I don't have anything to do on my stream. So twitch.tv/McLoken if you want to come watch me there. Yeah,
you do.
Nice, cool. That being said, and speaking of Twitch RP, we'll go over to Myth. Myth, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to, man?
Hi, I'm Mythomatic. You can find me on Twitter. What I'm up to is I do a lot of role playing in various channels, doing tabletop and also on my own channel, and I do video game role play as well, much like what McLoken was doing. But I'm not thinking about doing it. I'm actually doing it. So you can go and check me out over there, or you can check me out on Twitter. Whatever, doesn't matter. You'll see when I'm doing it. When I'm doing games and such like that, and check these guys out as well. I'm enjoying the game. It's a blast, and I can't wait for next week. I'm super hyped for weird bubble Zeppelin fun, Mandalorian pirates, Chocobai, more references. Man, it's a blast. Thanks guys for playing, and I'll see you next week.
Are we gonna get blown out of the air? That's my follow-up question.
Probably.
It's got to be something quintessential, right? You're making an air travel, so
judging by how the rest of our adventures, our mishap adventures have gone, we're gonna get exploded for sure. We are a madcap group of people on a wild and crazy adventure. That being said, and speaking of wild and crazy guys, we'll go over to Frags. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to, my buddy?
Yeah, I'm Frags Kendall. I am no one of importance. You can find me playing the same 3 video games with the same 4 people 6 days out of the week, and then Monday I'm here. So
perfect.
Yay.
That being said, someone also of very little import. Bob, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to?
I was trying to remember the Charles Manson interview. What he said, I'm no one. I'm a bag of bones.
I stand by what I said.
My name is Bob. You can find me on Dyson Hero. We play Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tomorrow we have Waterdeep, and then Saturday we have our Edentide. So if you want to see more of me, you can catch me there. If not, you can catch me on Twitter and Mike's chat generally. So
sweet. That being said, guys, we're going to go throw a raid over to our friend Guy from How to Be a Great GM. They are playing the Broken World Chronicles. So go check them out. I play with Guy on Wednesdays, and he is an awesome dude. So give him all of your hot, sticky raid love, and we will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.